Rebecca, while thousands of federal employees remain furloughed, some got the good news over the weekend that they would return to work this week. Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Jeff Goldberg continues our live team coverage near the Pentagon to explain why. Jeff?
Well, Autria, right before the shutdown began, Congress passed the bill called the Pay Our Military Act to ensure that active duty military would be paid during the shutdown. But the Secretary of Defense determined that this law impacted many more people than initially thought. On a gray day outside the Pentagon, some bright news in the midst of the shutdown.
I think it's great.
Jack Bryant is a Department of Defense employee who was set to be furloughed soon. He and other workers got the email last night that for many, the shutdown was over.
There's a lot of insecurity. You don't know when you're going to get to work again. So this helps tremendously with morale. So a very good thing.
I think overall the morale is pretty high. It was actually really positive. I think people were more upbeat.
Over the weekend, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel making the announcement that nearly all of the 350,000 civilian employees on furlough from the DoD could come back to work. In a written statement, Hagel saying that attorneys from the Departments of Defense and Justice concluded the law allows the Pentagon to eliminate furloughs for employees who, quote, contribute to the morale, well-being, capabilities, and readiness of service members.
It's good for everybody, not just for us, but for them.
For restaurants that depend on DoD business, like Cantina Mexicana and Crystal City Sports Pub, the beginning of the shutdown last week meant an immediate 75% drop in business.
It was super slow.
We need it, like any small business, we count on those people every day.
Now, DoD employees like Shannon Wright only hope federal workers in other departments get some good news as well.
Guessing that leadership in the White House and Congress are going to do the right thing.
I'm hoping that this gets resolved very quickly.
About 10% of the civilian workforce for the Department of Defense will remain on furlough. They include workers who are less directly connected with members of the military, like people who work in areas like public and legislative affairs. Live in Arlington, Jeff Goldberg, ABC 7 News.
Thank you, Jeff. Now, while some federal employees did